Hey guys, I want to actually start off with amazing news. We have an addition to our wonderful family. Thank God our daughter Zisa was born Wednesday night, and we are thrilled to have her join the YJP family, and we can't wait for everyone to get to meet her and just to celebrate in person. Hopefully that will be very soon. A thought on this week's Torah portion. Have you ever been on the end of a question where you knew the answer you were going to give was no? Like somebody asked you, can you do me a favor? And you knew the answer was no, but you start off by saying, I wish I could do this for you, but I have something else going on that night. The truth is, once we say the but, everything that comes after that is the only thing that matters. Because that's where the truth lies. Even if you're giving a compliment, if you say but and then you give a criticism, nobody's going to remember the compliment. This one word, but, brought down the entire generation of the Jewish people that left Egypt. In this week's Torah portion, Shelach, the Jewish people had just received the Torah at Mount Sinai. They're getting ready to enter the land of Israel. They're nervous. They don't know what to expect. They don't know what's waiting for them. They ask Moshe, can we send spies? So they send a group of 12 spies to scout out the land of Israel. And after 40 days, they come back and they give a report. And they start off by saying it's a land flowing with milk and honey. The fruit are gorgeous. And look at the fruit here. But then they say the word ephes, which in Hebrew means but. They say but, and then they give a very negative report. And the Jewish people are really upset. They say, we don't want to go into the land of Israel. They start complaining, why did God even take them out of Egypt? And God is furious, and he says, this generation will have to remain in the desert for 40 years, and only the following generation can enter the land of Israel. This one word, but, brought down the whole generation from entering the land of Israel. It's very common, to give somebody compliments and then you stick in a but, and then you give in a little criticism. And sometimes we wonder about, I also complimented you. Why are you so upset about the criticism? And the truth is, it's not an equal 1-to-1 ratio. Scientists tell us that our brains are wired to amplify negativity and criticisms especially. We're just trained to look out for danger, and for that reason, anytime we hear something negative, we amplify it way more than anything positive. So for that reason, even if you give a compliment, if it's followed by a criticism, that's what's going to remain with the person. It's like the giant but. That's what remains with them. So you might say, well, can I never criticize then? And the answer is no. There are times where you can, and there are times where you must, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's somebody who you really care about not doing something right. But it's how you do it. Scientists have all these different theories on how many compliments equal one criticism. Depending on in the workplace or in a relationship, is it 3 compliments to 1 criticism or 4 or 5 compliments to 1 criticism? But the truth is, it's not a perfect science. How many compliments to give before you criticize. It's more about where it comes from. We discussed a couple weeks ago that if you truly want to criticize somebody, it has to come from a place of love. And that person has to know that you're only giving this criticism because you truly love them. And when you truly love somebody, then it's accepted what we say afterwards. And there's no but in love. So Shabbat Shalom. We all have work to do on ourselves, but God willing, we'll get through it.